This is the Star News Brief. I'm Susan Kiprano. ODM leader Raila on Tuesday gave the clearest hint that his party will work with President Uhuru Kenyatta's Jubilee to mount a unified campaign for the presidency against William Ruto. Raila said Jubilee and ODM are now one thing, adding that their strategy has nothing to do with a united democratic alliance that is associated with Ruto. The handshake partners have started the quest by rallying ODM and Jubilee youth leaders to work together to campaign for the Building Bridges initiative. Part of the plan is to mobilize youth from the grassroots, starting with Nairobi, to counter the growing wave of the hustler movement. The former Prime Minister alluded to the development during a meeting with hundreds of Jubilee and ODM youth leaders at Ufungamano House. Get a copy of The Star by subscribing to our e-paper for only 10 shillings by dialing *550*3#. Governors have explained why they'll not pay striking health workers any extra coin. They say based on qualifications and duties, nurses and clinical officers are the best paid professionals in counties, and any further pay rise is untenable and will completely distort the payroll. The governors say they have acceded to all demands by the striking workers except higher allowances, which they reject outright. The governors say financial demands can only be considered in a new collective bargaining agreement. Nurses and clinical officers in 34 counties went on strike on December 7th, demanding higher allowances, adequate personal protective equipment, comprehensive medical insurance cover, and an end to salary delays. Deputy President William Ruto and his allies are staring at punishment by the Jubilee Party for joining and advancing the interests of the United Democratic Party. Secretary General Raphael Tuju on Wednesday hinted that the lot could face penalties, even as he downplayed threats by ANC MPs to impeach the DP for alleged insubordination. Tuju disclosed that he was waiting for the decision of the Disciplinary Committee for onward forwarding to the National Management Committee and the National Executive Council for a final decision. Tuju, however, said that the party has never discussed Ruto's impeachment, despite a fresh push by MPs allied to ANC leader Musalia Mudavadi. The country will have enough maize to last until June, the January 2021 Food Security Report from the Ministry of Agriculture shows. The report indicates that the bulk of the 2020 long-range maize harvesting is complete, except for a few high-altitude areas in Kisii, Mount Narok, Nakuru and Nyandarua. Long-range bean crops performed well except in a few counties that experienced excess rain. The short-range bean harvesting is complete in Nyanza and western regions, while harvesting is going on in parts of Narok, Bomet and Nyamira. Agriculture PS Hamadi Boga told the Star on Wednesday that the food balance sheet shows a maize surplus of about 21 million bags, 3.9 million bags of beans, 5.9 million bags of wheat, and over 230,000 bags of rice. And finally, the Nairobi County revenue collection has improved by 25% to 3.9 billion shillings over the last 6 months, thanks to Kenya Revenue Authority. The county collected 3.1 billion shillings over a similar period last year, before KRA took over the revenue collection role. According to the monthly revenue analysis data seen by the Star, KRA collected 466.6 million shillings in July, 454.9 million shillings in August, 604.7 million in September, 1.05 billion shillings in October, 502.5 million in November, and 842.8 million in December. Revenue collection improved in most months compared to the previous year. Get a copy of The Star by subscribing to our e-paper for only 10 shillings by dialing *550*3#. You can also get more on the Star website.